Chat. I'm coming to you live from our Vita Plus Chick Day today. So excited to be here at Jaeger's. We really thank them for hosting us and allowing me to spend some time in their calf barn and learn from them today. So as we're talking about end of August here, something that really comes to mind, and that's something that I really see people struggling with this year, has been flies. So what do we do about these pesky, nasty flies? You know, they really come on thick starting about the end of August through about the middle of, or beginning of October. So hit them hard, be aggressive, go after it. All summer you've probably been doing mediocre fly control, which is all you really need in most cases. But now this is the time of the year where you really need to come in with the heavy hitters. The reason to do that and really get ahead of it is that these flies are going to overwinter, and they burrow into the ground, and if we don't have a cold winter, then the population starts out really big in the spring. So the key is to really go after it. So I mentioned baits, so get your baits out daily. Even if it's going to rain, get your baits out. Set up your bait stations. Maybe it's using a milk jug or something else to get baits around. As always, be careful of children and pets when it comes to fly bait. So if you can put it in a container that they can't reach, but yet still where the flies can get into. Using your sprays, or like a quick bait spot spray, for example, or there's many others out there. There's some really great foggers that are on the market that you can come in, but do the environments where the flies live. On top of your hutches, inside your hutches. Make sure you're really focusing on the environment. With that comes all the things that we always talk about with really great bedding, keeping things really dry. Don't pour the water or the starter right in the area where the calves are living. Remove that from the environment. We also talk about pour-ons. That may be an option. Talk to your representative what pour-on works best for you. But again, getting ahead of those flies this time of year, I just can't stress that enough. One thing I want to mention is that when we get down to the end of August, middle of September, we start thinking about taking clarifly out of our diets. I would really encourage you to hold that through the middle of October, even into the end of October. I know that we may see the fly populations reducing, but with clarifly, we're really treating the manure and the areas where flies are breeding. So if we can continue to treat the areas where the flies are grouping and accumulating, that will help reduce our populations come spring. Let's also talk a little bit about winter feeding and winter nutrition programs and thinking ahead. As this edition comes out here at the end of August, you won't hear from us again until October. By that time, we're probably already looking at implementing our winter feeding programs. So making sure that we're looking at what are we going to do for nutrition? What can we do for housing? What are we doing in our maternity areas to protect those calves? All of those discussions that we don't want to have, but we probably should have earlier than later, and getting on top of that, because again, that's going to save us time and stress and energy when the cold gets here if we've already prevented that and thought it through. Talk to your Vita Plus representative and they can answer any questions, help you think through those protocols, help you think through your fly control, start helping you think about winter. And with that, happy calf raising.